that you have all these players coming in. Is the mission to build the foundation plus win right away? Is that kind of a combination of both?
You know, it's crazy. What I love about Coach Mack is we don't sit here and talk about winning on a daily basis. We just show up every day and go as hard as we can to be the best that we can the day that's right in front of us. And that's what I love about being a part of this program, is because eventually that pays dividends when it matters. And you just have to take care of what's in front of you. And I mean, you want to believe that you can win the Big Ten. You want to believe you can win the national championship, but you can't even focus on that. You just got to focus on what do we have to get done today to be great, and then that stuff takes care of itself down the road.
So you guys not really setting any expectations?
No, our expectation is to be great tomorrow. They have weights tomorrow, I think at 7 a.m., and we're going to show up tomorrow at 7 a.m. and be great.
Your experience at Sunrise, is that helping you, I guess, in terms of recruiting and having connections? I imagine so.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why Coach wanted somebody like, being at Texas Tech at the Big 12, and then just the talent that I was able to coach at Sunrise, and then the people around the talent typically are the same. It's the same AAU team. It's the same. Now most of these guys have representation. It's the same representation. So the players might be different, but the people are the same, and so those relationships have been great. And obviously, it's still a battle to get guys, and still a battle to get guys that fit what we want to do and how we want to play. The beauty is we didn't have to go do a whole lot because we brought so much from Drake, and we had a great start.
What was the transition been as far as getting to Iowa City, from Texas Tech?
It's hard when you have family. My wife and my daughter were in Kansas City for about a month, maybe a month and a half, while I was here trying to sell a house, pass an inspection, and all that stuff happens for me when I would leave the office, because when we first got here, it was like we were hitting the ground running, trying to figure out who we had on our roster, who we needed to go get, and we were, it was fun because we're working, 7 a.m., 9 p.m., going to eat dinner downtown and enjoying the city. But then my wife and daughter are not around me, and so then I would go see them on the weekend. So over time, we've got them here. We've got a good little spot we're staying in currently. Passing this inspection, I think we sold our house, so then we can eventually try to find a house here. And it's hard, but it's part of it. It's when you make a choice to do this, that there's going to be decisions you have to make that you don't want to do. But I was more focused on trying to win a game. My wife's like, "How do we get moved in here?" But God always provides. We've been blessed, and we'll figure something out.
Are you and Coach kind of in sync with everything? Knowing the previous history.
Yeah, I mean, it's unique because I feel like I know him, and I can kind of know how he ticks. Obviously, I'm still learning some things, but I understand what he values. I understand who he values, the type of people. So I think that part makes it an easier transition from a daily approach to coaching players, to recruiting people, to how he wants people to treat people around our community, how he wants to welcome people into our practices. I think all those things, I believe in who he is, and so it's easy for me to be a part of that.
Luke, I apologize if you've been asked this, but are you guys still looking to add to the roster at this point?
You never know. You never know what can come around. I would think I feel good about our group, but honestly, with the ruling that happened so quick, it really kind of put a break for probably everybody. Like, well, we got to reevaluate what's happening, because I don't think anybody really knows the answer to that. I think it needed to happen, but I think that surprise timing of that I have friends that coach all over the country, and it came out we knew it was coming, but when it happened, it kind of came out of nowhere. So I think that's caused a lot of people to reevaluate us.
I know it's kind of a weird question to ask, but do you guys have like a hard deadline of when you would add somebody, as far as when it would be possibly too late? Because I know recruiting never stops, especially the international guys, but it's such a weird calendar right now.
Honestly, I don't know. That's the thing we still got to figure out is the international piece isn't going to be easy. First of all, people can't get appointments to get visas right now. That has nothing to do with college athletics. That has everything to do with what's happening in our government. So you got to figure that part out. There's a lot of moving pieces. You never really know. A team in our league last year in the Big 12 added a guy in October. I would be very surprised if that happened for us, and we feel confident with the group we have right now. So we would be very cautious. We'd be very cautious on what we're going to do.
Are you
high school overseas? Are you looking at all avenues?
Yeah, I mean, you always turn over every rock. That's what he's done and been successful. That's what I had to do at Sunrise. You turn over every rock to see what you can find and see if it's a match, to see if it's a fit, and see if our team needs that. Because people send us players every day, but that doesn't mean that they're good enough or not good enough. Maybe they are good enough, but do they fit what we need? Most of them don't, and most of them aren't a fit. So that's why we're slow. We feel great with what we have.
Are there any positions specifically, if you were to take someone else that...
I think we would be open to a really good player, but I don't really know what position, honestly. It's a good beauty of being in the gym with them and trying to figure your team out, and then we'll have a better answer as time goes on. You'll figure that out.